Hey guys, Chaps here, and today I've got a pretty simple campaign guide for you. Here I'm going to be walking through some tips for completing the Windflare segments of the Gears 4 campaign. I'll start off by showing the 3 Windflare segments and how I get through them, and then I'll show a couple other tips at the end. For those of you going for the Iron Man or co-op runs, you might find the tips at the end pretty useful. So here you can see the first Windflare, which is probably the easiest. You'll find this on Act 2, Chapter 3. While this is loading up, as a bonus tip, that previous clip you saw there shows the easy way to take out the last Guardian before the Windflare starts. Okay, so here we go. The door is open, and we just run to the right. Hug this wall and mantle over anything in your way. There's a few lightning strikes that make them close, or may even hit you, but they're not going to kill you, even on inconceivable. We found that for each of the 3 Windflare segments, there are some spots, mainly near walls, that you can essentially walk right through the lightning without dying, though I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Another special aspect of this flare that I think makes it the easiest is that in co-op, only one of you needs to make it through. Normally, I would tell my co-op partner to just chill in the doorway, so we're not fighting each other for the cover. And with that one out of the way, let's hop over to clip number 2, which I'd say is probably the hardest Windflare in the game. So I apologize for the rough start to this. A bot got in my way and I got stuck on some cover. But the beginning to this one is pretty simple. Just dodge these first 2 strikes. Normally I would have gone to the left of this box right here, but I misrolled as you saw, but it doesn't matter. Next you're going to run up to this log and wait a little bit for the strikes to pass. Now run diagonally up to this cover and stay close to the right side. Be careful though, if you're too far to the right, this one occasionally can kill you on the harder difficulties. If you're not used to it yet, I found it best to take cover as far right as possible, and then just scooch slightly to the left. Anyways, once you're past that, you're in the clear. Make sure you're moving quickly though, as more strikes are going to start landing behind you if you're not fast enough. Alrighty, the final storm. For this one, just follow the cover pattern I have here, and you'll get through it just fine. There's some spots on the left that we used to take, but the right side is by and large the easier route. So hooray, you've conquered the storms. Congrats. But what if you're on co-op or Iron Man? Well, here's a nice tip to help you out. Here we're seeing Jess's perspective. As you can see, I'm running up ahead, but it's triggering all the storms, and she's getting caught in them. Well, the trick is to back out and reload the checkpoint. I load in, and I just run through with the same path that I just showed you guys in the previous segment of the video. Jess, on the other hand, doesn't take control yet. I'll also note that this is a good time for her to toggle difficulty if needed. So I'm through, and I can just sit here and wait, but make sure you don't run up to the doors and press X yet. Now let's see that from her perspective. Here you can see her toggling the difficulty. She seems to be going a bit overboard with the toggles, but that's alright. And there goes Kate. She's just completely tanking it through the storm. Once Kate's clear, Jess is able to take control again, and we can continue as normal. So yeah, I'll say this is sort of a cheese, but we found it really helpful for the co-op Iron Man achievement, as we just got sick and tired of failing these storms. This is a nice little cheese for the second and third storms in the game. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, a subscribe and like would be super appreciated. If you have any other tips, be sure to leave them in the comments below and we'll check them out, and other people can see them as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.